So what we're going to do here is we're going to work on lab 2, and then we're going to use this for Monday to go into lab 3 as well. I'm not going to do lab 3 today. We're just going to do lab 2. And what we are going to do with this is just counting, I think. I think it's just counting into a microphone. So let's go ahead and open up. Let's see, where is preview? We can close this out. Oh, lab 2, there we go, lab 2. Yeah, okay. So what this one is basically just kind of getting you recording and getting some like counting and stuff like that. So what we're going to stop at, I think if we go into the, let's just see real quick. Hold on a second. I just want to see something. Lab 2. Oh, it's already there. Hold on. Stop at step 16. I only want you to record today. Do not do the playlist comping. So we're just going to record multiple vocal takes. We're not going to get into the playlist comping. But basically, and we're going to talk about playlists in more detail in a couple days. But basically what we're going to do is we're going to make a track, a new audio track, and I'm going to give it a name. I'm going to make it a little bit bigger here. And we're going to call this one Tony Counting. Boom. And in here, we are going to set this up for multiple playlists so we can record me counting a few times. Now, what I want to do is I want to set the metronome for like a slower pace. So let's go ahead and set this for like, I don't know, 85 or something like that. And I'm going to make a click track. Now, we haven't talked about click tracks yet, but the way we do this is super easy. We just go in here to track and we go to down at the bottom, create click track. Now, anytime you're doing stuff that you need it to be in the same tempo or whatever, if you don't already have a loop in there or something like that, you need to create a click track. Please create a click track, all right? Please, 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 please. Do not start making a beat without a click track. I know it might be harder. People are like, yeah, but when I use a click track, it's hard to play. Then practice playing, because you have to be able to play with a click track. Anybody, if there's any drummers in here, y'all are the worst. Drummers are always like, I am the click track. You're not the click track, bro. You're not the click track. I'm sorry. You might think you're the click track. You're not the click track, all right? The click track is the click track. You're following the click track. So follow the click track, all right? Okay, good, James. I love you. I love you, all right? Click tracks are great. I approve wholeheartedly. And I agree. So we're going to create a click track here. And we got this click track. Boom. I'm going to open it up. And there it is. Mine comes up as a preset default here. Let's listen to it. I'm going to turn the volume down a little bit so it's not blasting us out. Awesome. Okay. I can go back to the user factory default. Now, this is the factory default click track. If you don't like this sound, you can change it right in here, classic click track, and you can change this to different things. So we can go to blocks. You know, we could go in here to shakers. That's the horrible sound. Maybe this one's better. Oh, okay. So T says I always have it muted. So time to make some for Ableton. Yeah. So the Ableton clicks. Have you tried all the different clicks in Ableton? Because I don't hate them, but if you don't like the Ableton clicks, which is totally fine, what I recommend is getting like a little shaker loop or something, or making your own little loop, and you can just drag it into Ableton Live at whatever tempo, and it will just automatically follow the click. So basically, a click track. I agree, James. So Thomas, basically the click track is just so if you're making a beat, like if I want to change my tempo, and I'm going to show you when I'm doing the song, but if I want to change my tempo, so there it is right there, right? Here, I don't like that. Hold on, let me put it back to, okay. So this here, if I want to change my tempo, make it faster, you're going to hear how it's faster. The click is just telling us what the tempo is. If I put it to 120, right? That's the click is just telling us what is the tempo. And that's why you need a click track. You need a click track so you can play in time to the tempo. So that's what that is for. Hold on. Okay. So that's what that is for. Let's see. And what did somebody else say? Click tracks, so to make click track you. So, okay, so Staffo says, hold on one second. I need it. Okay. So Staffo says, to make a click track, you create an aux track and add the click track on it. That is the old school way to make a click track. The new way, the better way, the normal way, is to do this. You go up to track and go down to the bottom and it says create click track. And that's how you create a click track. Super, super easy. But what it's doing is it's creating an aux track and putting a click plugin on there. And the click is under the instruments. All right, so I got this here and I set the tempo to the right tempo. Now let's go take a look at this. Boop, boop, boop. So first of all, you create it with the right settings here and just follow the instructions here. And then it says, go to playback engine, set your Apollo. So number 2, you don't need to do that. Number 3, you don't need to do that. Number 3, you do need to do that one. Number 4, 5, and 6, you don't need to do that part, or 7. Yep, 4 through 7. Use whatever audio interface you are using. I don't care if you're using an Apollo or whatever. If you don't have an Apollo, T, yeah, it's a metronome. Yeah, a lot of people don't know what the word metronome. So. But yeah, it's exactly a metronome. That's what a click track is. All right, so you can basically skip 4 through 7, but you do need to do step number 3 is make your track and call it counting or whatever. All right, so number 8, you can skip that. Okay, so number 9, let's pick up at number 9. So counting, click plus where it says volume and shows you the fader options. Click it until you see peak. So we can click on this volume here, click it, hold down command or control and click it until it says peak right there. See how it says peak? And that's going to show us if we're peaking or not. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to go in here and we are going to go to number 10. We're going to talk into the microphone, make sure that we are record enabled. I'm going to hit mute so I don't hear myself. Check 1, 2, check, check, check. Hey, 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 we are not peaking. What I can do is I can set my level using my audio interface wherever the gain knob is on your audio interface. Check 1, 2. If I turn it way up, you can see how I'm peaking a lot. If I turn it way down, you can see I'm not peaking at all. Check 1, 2. If you are peaking and you get this red dot, just click on it and it will get rid of it. Just click on it over here with your mouse and it will get rid of the red dot. Check 1, 2. Hey, 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 hey. Okay, cool. So we are good there. And now what we're going to do is we are going to make a recording of myself counting to 12 while listening to the metronome. You should say each number or every quarter note on time with the metronome. I'm going to record multiple takes. You are going to record multiple takes. I'm reading this stuff down here. Record multiple takes and editing them together. So it is important that you start at bar 1 and keep counting on beat. Hit record and record yourself counting to 12. Your recording should be 3 bars long. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to hit this. I'm going to hit the record button. I'm going to start on bar 2 though. Okay, so it's going to be like this. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Awesome. Now, if I wanted to, I can go over here. I can hold down command, and so I get like a slip mode here, and I can just delete this part out. Boom. I'm just actually going to put it into slip mode in general, just because we need to be in slip mode. So, good. Now we got that one. Now, what we're going to do is, and this is, I think, yep, number 12 is create a new playlist by clicking on the triangle to the right of the track. That's right here. The triangle to the right of the track is right here. Boom, this one here. When you're recording a track, and honestly, I don't do this all the time. That's just so you can see if you're peaking or not. I actually don't set it to peak. I just make sure it doesn't hit the red. That's just me. All right, so I go over here to this little triangle right here next to my name, next to the name of the track, and I go to new, and this is going to create a new playlist. Now it's gonna put 0.01 right here. I just hit OK. Don't change the name. Don't even worry about it. Just hit OK. Just hit return. Boom. You don't need to hit it with your mouse. Hit the return key. It's much faster. And you see what happened? It gave me a blank new track to mess with. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to record again, but I'm going to use a different voice. And this is me auditioning for voiceovers for cartoons and things like that. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Awesome. Again, I'm going to get rid of all this crap here in the beginning. So we just got this, and I'm going to go and make a new playlist. So I'm going to go over here, go to new. I'm going to click on the little triangle, go up here, click on new. I'm not going to mouse over to it. I'm not going to hit OK with the mouse. I'm going to hit return with my keyboard. Now I'm going to hit the 3 key again. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Awesome. Yeah, delete this beginning part because we don't need it. I could even delete the end part if we wanted to. Don't need it. I'm going to go over here. Let's do it again because we want to do, what does it say? We should do how many of these? 5? I think the answer was 5. Tone, 5 total takes. Yep, so we got 2 there. Let's do, now we got 3. So let's do 2 more. So now the shortcut for this, if you want to know it, the shortcut is, I think it's Control, no, wait, what is the shortcut? Hold on a second. Yep, the shortcut is you got to have the track selected. So the track has to be selected, which it wasn't. That's why it made me do a shortcut there. And you hold down Control and hit the backslash key above the thing. So can you use auto-tune for different voices? I mean, you can. That's kind of going over because the thing, well, actually, no, you can't. Not yet. And I'll explain why. I'll explain why. The reason why is actually I'm going to explain why on Monday. I don't want to explain why right now, but the answer is no, don't do that. And the short explanation is because auto-tune will be on all the voices. You have to actually record different voices. You can't do it electronically, not like this. You actually have to do it with your voice. You can't because the voices, all the playlists go through the same effects. So they would all be going through auto-tune. Unless you're going to do some serious editing stuff, but it's kind of killing the purpose. Like you'll end up adding like an hour to your time, and there's no reason to do that. So don't do that for now. Just keep it simple. All right. So the shortcut for a new playlist is Control /. The key right above the return key is the shortcut. So Control and the key right above the return key. All right. So now let's do another one. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. It reminds me of that dude from Kids in the Hall. My pen, you've got my pen. All right. And one more. Number 4, boom. Okay. We're not routing them. That's the thing is, you'll see. Once I explain it on Monday, we'll get there on Monday, we'll do it. But for today, just do like 5 recordings of voices. And then let's do one more. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Awesome. All right, so we got that there. Bada boom, bada bang, bippity boppity. Great. Now what we've ended up with is different playlists. And if I want to see these playlists and hear them, I can go up to where it says playlist. See how it says waveform here? I click on waveform, I go to playlists like that, and now I can see them all. And whatever one is on top, if I click here and I select one, see how it changes the one on top? And that's the one we can listen to. So I go in here, put my mouse right there. Let's turn off the click track. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Awesome, sounds good. Change to another one.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
Awesome.
1, 2, 3, 4.
Cool.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Excellent. And number 4.
1, 2, 3.
That's creepy. All right, great. So now I'm going to put it back into waveform mode. And you can actually, that's like putting it in playlist mode just lets you see the different playlists, but you don't actually have to put it in playlist mode. You can just keep it in waveform mode and just change your playlists right here with a little arrow key. So that's how you can do that. It's not a big deal there. So that is the assignment for today. And you're going to stop right there. Don't go all the way to the end. It keeps going past this. You got a 15, like, stop Yeah, stop right there. And I think it says it on here. Where does it say stop at step 16? You can stop it actually. Yeah, stop at step 16 where you actually see things, so you can see them all, and you can make a new one here. But basically, we're going to stop there. Don't go all the way to the end. Don't start comping them yet, because I want to save that for Monday's homework. So Joe says, is the use for this so you can have different takes that all use the same plugins on a track without making a bunch of new tracks? Yes, that's basically the use for it. It's basically so you can just do multiple takes, because if you're doing multiple takes, you don't need to have a whole ton of tracks. Like if you just wanted to record the verse again and just to see if it sounded better another time, you don't need to make a new track for that. That's like wasting tracks. So playlist is great. Playlist is the main thing that I'm missing from Ableton Live. I love playlists. They are amazing, and you'll see once you start using them and you're recording pop vocals and stuff like that, you're going to use them all the time. But the reality is Ableton Live, that's like the biggest shortcoming of Ableton Live in my eyes for professional recording stuff. Once you use them, if you've never used them, once you use them, you're like, oh man, we should have them on everything. And we should, but we don't. So Pro Tools and Logic have them. Logic calls it take folders. Pro Tools calls it playlists. But so yeah, T, we're going to talk about what you're talking about as well. All right, so the assignment is basically it's lab 2. So if you did lab 1, great, but if not, then that's okay too. But tomorrow you'll be able to do both of them at school, lab 1 and 2. You'll have time to be able to do both, and I'll be there to help you out with stuff. So that's what we're doing tomorrow in class. That's our homework. So homework, if you don't have Pro Tools, you can't do the homework today. You can only do it in school tomorrow, which is totally fine. It's not due until Monday anyway. So let's go ahead and do this. I'm going to go ahead and stop my